With the first selection in the 2006 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Mario Williams. Second choice in the 2006 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Reggie Bush, running back, USC.
I'm sure you remember that, top of the 2006 draft. So why are we talking about this draft? Well, check this out. 2 of the top 5 picks cut this week. Running back Reggie Bush and linebacker A.J. Hawk looking for new teams right now. So that got us thinking, what would the top of the draft look like right now if teams could do it over? So we have our resident scout here, Bucky Brooks, to do a 2006 redraft. All right, so 2020, it's always, hindsight 2020, the old thing that they always say, but whatever. So we're going to do it all over again. Let's start with number 5, and it's a guy that we just mentioned here, A.J. Hawk. He played his whole career with the Packers and he set the franchise record for the most career tackles, but do you think they should have gone with a different player?
I'm going to go off the grid. I'm going to say they should go with Devin Hester for the Green Bay Packers. And the reason I want to go with Devin Hester, he's the most prolific return man in NFL history. You're talking about a guy that is a threat to score every time the ball was kicked to him. Imagine playing in Lambeau Field. Devin Hester always back, returning punts, kickoffs, being able to always put the offense in favorable position. First you have Brett Favre, then you have Aaron Rodgers. Being able to have 2 quarterbacks play with short fields, how explosive would that offense be? Devin Hester would be a great pick in Green Bay if we could go back and do it all over again.
That would have been good. All right, how about number 4? The Jets. They take tackle DeBrickashaw Ferguson, still with the Jets, and get this, he started as a rookie and has not missed a single game. So the Jets, they had to make the right pick, right?
They made a nice pick. I think DeBrickashaw Ferguson's had a great career. But let's go off the grid. I'm going to go and say that in a passing league, you have to have corners. How about Antonio Cromartie? Understand, the San Diego Chargers took him 19 overall. He didn't even play his last season at Florida State. So a guy coming into the league without a lot of experience goes to the Pro Bowl in San Diego, eventually makes his way to the New York Jets anyway, earns Pro Bowl honors, finished his last year in Arizona. So you're talking about a guy that's been very talented. He's been very prolific on the outside. A guy that is really a shutdown corner. I think he would be a great pick in New York. I think they would have been pleased with his progress coming off the streets of Florida State to be a dominant player, a guy that's been a perennial Pro Bowl.
Okay, Bucky, we have number 3. Remember this guy? Of course you do. Vince Young. He was supposed to be the franchise quarterback for the Titans, but he was out of the league after just 6 years, so that didn't work
VY
out.
came in like a rocket. He was a great player early in his career for the Tennessee Titans, but they found a way to move on from him. So how about we go with a local product, a guy that played right down the road for them at Vanderbilt, Jay Cutler. Look, Jay Cutler has been the best quarterback in that draft class, and I understand he's an enigma. He's not necessarily the leader that you want, but as talented as they come, arm strength, arm talent, makes all the throws. Look at how many quarterbacks they cycled through Tennessee since VY has gone. With Jay Cutler, they have a guy that could be the stable part of the franchise. I think he would have been a good pick for Jeff Fisher. Maybe even Jeff Fisher is still in Nashville.
Oh, come on. All right, number 2, the other guy we mentioned earlier, the Saints selected Reggie Bush. A lot of people thought he should have been taken number 1 after that amazing career at USC, but what do you think?
I thought he was going to revolutionize the league. I thought he had a little bit of Marshall Faulk in his game. How wrong was I?
Yeah.
He did not play up to expectations. He's been a really good player, a spot player, a guy that's contributed more as a receiver than a runner. But if I'm number 2, I want to get a guy that really changes the fortunes of the franchise. How about Haloti Ngata coming from Oregon? Big, terrific player on the inside, can play multiple positions along the front, has a great job of getting to the quarterback, but also is stout against the run, disruptive at the point of attack. You think about the issues that the Saints have had with their defense the past couple years. If Haloti Ngata is there, starting up front, they don't have those issues. They become a better team. Maybe they even make it to the Super Bowl a couple more times after winning a few years ago.
All right, I like that prediction. Then we have number 1, the number 1 overall pick in the draft. A surprise to some at the time. The Texans took Mario Williams. He's had 10 or more sacks 5 times in his career.
Super Mario has been a great pick at number 1. Charlie Casserly was laughed at when he took him over Reggie Bush, but he's the last one laughing now because Mario Williams has been an outstanding player. Number 1 overall, comes in, has been a dominant force, has been a multiple-time Pro Bowler, moves on to Buffalo, and continues to show people how dominant he is as a pass rusher. Last 3 seasons, he has 10-plus sacks in each of those seasons, has really helped this defense become one of the elite defenses in the AFC. I believe this guy is terrific. He's worthy of being the #1 overall pick if we had to do the draft all over again.
And he has amazing red contacts, and that has to play into all of this. All right, let's recap here. Bucky Brooks, 2006 redraft. And you know what? The Houston Texans, as you say, struck gold with that #1 pick. The others might be thinking twice. Vince Young, #3, maybe Jay Cutler. Maybe. All right, well, of course, the 2015 draft is fast approaching. You can catch up on everything and track it as it comes at NFL.com/draft.